Hi everyone, I'm back at work out of lockdown. Let's do another pick a card. I've chosen my messages from your angels deck. This is a very old deck that I've had for at least 20 to 30 years. Okay, go pick a card and I'll see you back here in a moment. Pick a card, pick a card, pick a card. Okay everyone, here we go. We've got card number 1, 2, 3 or 4. Take a moment now to choose your card and let's go to the readings. Hello, card number 1. Here's your card. It is Echuca, and this one says, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. So what is this about? I'm telling you, this is about romance. This is my romance spread. So I have got a fair bit going on here. I've got victories, I've got new romance, I've got strength and balance. I've got it happening very quickly. So if you're single and looking for romance, this is the spread for you because it's coming in very quickly and very fast. And why we're having patience and faith? Because I see what's going on here. I have a new romance coming in, but for some reason you're going to be keeping it a little bit quiet, and the reason that you're going to be keeping it a little bit quiet is because there's people around you that are jealous. Now this could be exes of you yourself or the person that you're getting involved with, or just, you know, it's just not right, the timing isn't right to announce this relationship to the whole wide world. But wow, there's a lot of romance coming into this spread and a lot of victories around it too. So it does look like you're going to meet this person very quickly. You are on the precipice of meeting this person. Now, when it doesn't become all out there and everyone's talking about it straight away, please don't try and force the issue. I think this is what these cards are telling us. Don't force the issue, because we have to be sensitive of other people's feelings around this. Now this could be many things. As I said, it could be exes, there could be children involved, other family members, you just don't know. So please don't try and get negative about it when this person isn't shouting it from the rooftops the minute you meet them. There's just little things that need to fall into place, because this is a really, really good spread. Here I have strength, here I have romance, and here I have victories around the romance. So I really like those 3 cards coming out in a romance spread. I have people around you that are quite jealous of that, so that is why we're keeping it on the low down, just to start out with, you don't have to do it forever. And then as I come down through the spread here, an ending, I've got coming out of the dark and into the light. I've got the sun shining down on your new beginnings. When it comes to starting a new romance, this is really interesting too, because I'm not sure this person is going to be that close to you in, you know, distance. So there could be a little bit of a distance between the two of you, you know, not that far, but just far enough that maybe you don't live in the same town, or you might live 10 or 15, 20 minutes, an hour away from each other. And there may be some traveling involved in that. So there's another hurdle that we don't try and force our opinion on. So it does look like there's movement in this spread right at the end too. So the movement card is coming in around the sun and the new beginning. So it does look like one of you in this relationship will make that decision. To move. One of you will be moving to the other person, and that's when it gets really, really good. So the romance is really strong, it's very powerful, it's a strong connection between you and this other person, but we just got to wait until all this other stuff sort of sorts itself out, it all falls into place, and then finally you can be together with the sun shining down. Oh, a lovely little romantic story to start the reading. I really, really like this. Good luck with all of that, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello to all the people who chose card number 2. And that is this one. It is Zana, and this is, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. That's really nice. Okay, and I see what's going on here, because it looks like you're in a position where you're at a crossroads and you kind of don't know what you're doing with yourself. There's been a lot of stress in the past, so you've been really stressed out. It's almost like this spread seems to me you've maybe had been in a work situation, there's been domineering people where you work, and it's been quite stressful. So that's the start of the spread. But as I move past into the spread where it looks like you're stuck at a crossroads, and I think that's where you are right now. So right now you are at a crossroads, wondering what direction you are going to take your life in. And well, I tell you what, whatever you've got in mind, I really, really like it. The Magician is in this spread as well. So when the Magician is in your spread, it's a really good time to change course, because you can turn brass into gold when the Magician is in your spread. So really good timing around all of that. So as well as your work situation, it does seem to be a locational thing going on here too. So I'm also thinking about moving or relocating, something like that, because I've got a few things going on in here. I've got offers coming in, and I feel like this is around work, and I also think there's something about a relocation or moving in with someone. There's a few things going on here with offers coming in. So what we need for you to do is feel safe while you're making those decisions and changing course, because the cards are saying that they are good decisions, and the changes of course are good changes of course. And it's not time for you to sit there and just be scared and stressed out and wondering if you're making the right decision all the time, because this shows me that the sun is shining down on all your new beginnings. It's time to ride off into the sunset and conquer the world. This is the Chariot, the Nine of Pentacles, someone who has, you know, everything that they hope and dream and desire for. Now here's the issue, card number 2. When you get to this point where you do feel safe, so you've come through the stress, you've come through the decision making, you've had some offers coming in, there's peace, there's calm, everything's kind of worked out really nicely for you as this spread is going on. And then all of a sudden, what do? You get back up in your head again, and you start questioning your decisions, and am I good enough? It's a self-esteem issue. It's how you feel about yourself. You are doing so well by the time we get to the end of this spread. I don't want you to fall back into some old patterns like false beliefs around yourself and how you feel about yourself. And you know, we all do that. We all second guess, and we have low self-esteem at times. But the message in the cards is you are safe and protected. So you are coming out of harm's way, and you're putting into this peaceful place moving forward. And I really, really like it for you. So when you think everything's really good, just accept that it's really, really good and enjoy it, because it's okay. It really is okay. Don't get up in your head. Don't overthink everything. Just enjoy it. Now, when these decisions come through, go for the offers that come towards you. You're on the right path. You really, really are. You are heading for a safe space. The stress is leaving your spread, and you're coming into this nice, calm, peaceful place. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello there to the people that chose card number 3. This is Melina. So let me read this card for you. You're confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. Well, I see why you're a bit confused, card number 3, because there's a few things going on in this spread, and I'm not really quite sure that right this moment is the great time for you to make any big life-altering decisions. The reason I'm saying that is because you're really, really tired. I've got exhaustion. I've got both types of exhaustion in this spread, so the mental and physical exhaustion are both falling into this spread. I also see that you have suffered in the past at the hands of other people, so you may have been bullied, controlled, abused by other people in the past, and that seems to be having a little bit of effect on you. See, there's quite a lot of spiritual cards in this spread too, so it does mean that you are sensitive when you are around aggressive, angry, negative people. When you're more spiritual and you're open and you're not controlling whether you're open or closed, you do pick up a lot of that energy without even knowing it, and then you sort of end up sick and tired and headachy, and you don't know why. Now, the other thing I've got to talk to you about too is your relationship, because do you feel like you have been sort of stabbed in the back when it comes to a long-term relationship of any kind? You have actually, I think you have. And do you have all the information you need about this? I don't know if you have, but I can certainly see that it is evident in this spread that it has happened or is still happening. So that's really hurtful, and that makes you feel really, really stabbed in the back. Okay, so where's the information coming from? I feel like there's two people. You're getting information from a couple of different places, and this is what's making you confused. There is someone around you who is jealous and feeding you information that's incorrect. There is another person around you who is feeding you information who is much more emotional. So I don't think I want you to take anybody's advice, to be honest. I want you to take your own advice. Listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, because the spirituality in this spread tells me that you kind of already know what's going on and your suspicions are probably correct. So if you're going to seek out information from expert people or people who know about a situation, make sure you trust those people. I feel like you're getting information here from the wrong sources. So, and they may have some sort of emotional attachment to the outcome of your decision. So you've got a decision coming and there's people having an input into this decision. And I'm not quite sure I'm on board with what they're telling you. Okay, the long and the short of this spread is you are going to move forward. You are going to make some big changes. I have the Hanged Man coming into your spread along with the Ace of Rods. So they're coming in towards the end of this spread. This is all going to happen within the next lunar month. So big changes coming in. Don't be afraid to make decisions that seem to be completely out of left field, that seem to be not what you thought you were going to do, because I'm ending my spread on the Three of Cups. Love my Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups is always a celebratory card. Whatever you've been working on, it's going to come together really nicely. It's a time of celebration and joy. So it's getting together and celebrating this, this new beginning, or this, that you've overcome something. There's just a lot of celebration around it, getting together with people, like-minded people. So I think what's going on here, card number 3, is that you're sort of moving away from a certain type of way you've lived your life into a different way of living your life, and you're leaving behind some toxic people in the pathway, but you're heading into such a nice space. So I see why you are indecisive at the moment. Please trust your gut. Don't just believe everything that you hear. Trust your gut and your instincts, and you'll be okay. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello to all the people who chose card number 4. This is Francesca. This card says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Well, card number 4, I see a lot of good shit in this spread, like a lot of good stuff. I am interested to know why you are negative when I see so much good in this spread. You've got the world at your feet, you've got the Magician in your spread, you've got aces everywhere, which is new beginnings around everything. You've got financially, you're doing fantastic, by the way. If you have a new idea, because I've got the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and the World. Sorry, I'm going along at all these really good cards coming through in the spread in a row like that. Is there a new idea or something that you want to start that's new, that you've had up your sleeve, and it's something that you're passionate about, and maybe you're not sure about, is it going to bring you the reward, the monetary the reward, or the wealth or the income that you need to have the life that you need to have? Oh my gosh, please go for it. This is amazing. Whatever it is, I just want you to flipping do it, okay? Because there's so much success in this spread, and there are legal documents around this too, so it must be something that requires contracts. I'm being very broad, but anything to do with contracts that need signing, because of that Justice card in there, means that it's legally binding. So there's money, there's contracts, everything else involved in it, and it's going to come off without a hitch, because I've got the World in here. Like, oh my goodness, the World and the Ace of Pentacles touching each other. Highly abundant cards. And when I see the cards like this together, wow, you're going in the right direction. All right, so why are you being negative? I have a couple of little ideas about why you're sort of pulling yourself up and being negative, and it's more because I think you're frightened of how much work you have to do to get to where you need to get to. And yeah, there's a lot of work. No one can have this much success just with an idea. You have to back up the idea with a lot of hard work, a lot of action, and a lot of planning and strategy. You know, there's a lot to go into it, and maybe that's what's holding you up, is that you're worried about how much work. But yeah, all right, so there's a lot of work. Yes, there is, but it is totally worth it. The interesting thing about this is when you go down this path and change directions and go on this sort of newfound pathway before you, there's actually love coming into your life as well. So there's new romance or reignited romance coming into your life. So all the hard work is paying off big time with your love life as well. So even though it's taking you on a different path and you're working really hard, it seems to attract people to you. So that means that you're following your path. We always become more attractive when we're happier and we're doing what we love and we're passionate about something, and it seems to be having this effect on you. Now, if you're already in a relationship, then maybe you needed to change pathways to have that reignition of romance and that reconnection in the relationship that you're already in. But it certainly is a really nice vibe that I'm getting around that too. So I've got lots of money coming in and victories around everything when it comes to finances. I do have the Hanged Man in here too, so I do think that this is maybe something that you're doing that's a little bit different, but that's okay. That's okay. Just trust your gut and don't be too negative, because this card here, it says visualize it and it will come about. So visualization is a really powerful thing. So keep it in the forefront of your mind and try not to lose sight of where you're going, I guess. Ending on the Three of Rods, which means you see the pathway ahead, you see a clear pathway ahead. I really don't want you to be pulled back by the people around you. I want you to trust what you're doing. Go for it. You are a magician. You are going to turn brass into a lot of gold. So good luck with this. I really wish you all the very best, and I'll see you next time. See you later. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.